This is the second paper of English that was held on December 2019. So this paper we have solved, and near about 50 questions we solved in our previous video, and now from 51 I am going to start. Means if you want to watch whatever the 50 questions were asked in uh, this paper, so you go through with that. I will also provide the link of that video in description box, so keep in touch. And now we are moving toward, that is the 51 question. You see here, uh, which two aspects of cultural diffusions in the age of globalization need to be addressed by pedagogy of language in general and of English in particular? So here when we are talking about, that is multidirectionality and complex and extensive. Okay, is when we are just talking about cultural diffusion, तो इसमें क्या होता है कि मल्टी डायरेक्शनलिटी और कॉम्प्लेक्स एंड एक्सटेंसिव होना चाहिए ये। तो ये ऑप्शन बी एंड सी सेकेंड ऑप्शन है यहाँ पे। तो the correct option here B and C means that it is the second option. And now we are clicking on this and moving next. 7 next. Then again this question is repeated. You can see 52, that is also the same question. So I think everybody got for both the question, means for this question as a bonus marks. So here again we are clicking second and 7 next. Then that is the very good question. Which two principal kinds of melancholy are proposed by Robert Burton in volume 3rd of Anatomy of Melancholy? एनाटॉमी ऑफ मेलांकली जो कि 1621 में लिखा गया था, जो रॉबर्ट बर्टन ने लिखी है ये, इसमें मेलांकली के बारे में डिस्कस किया है। मीन्स इन्होंने और एक चीज़ और पूछा जाता है बहुत ज़्यादा कि ये बुक कितनी बार पब्लिश हुई है, तो ये अगेन मीन्स 5 मोर टाइम्स इट पब्लिश्ड। ओके, और फर्स्ट पब्लिकेशन 1621 और लास्ट पब्लिकेशन 1651। मीन्स थोड़े बहुत चेंजेस करके विद अ मॉडिफिकेशन इट वाज अगेन एंड अगेन पब्लिश्ड इन दिस वे। मीन्स नियर अबाउट 5 more times, total you can say 6 time. So this book is divided into 3 parts. Means first part he discuss about what is the reason, what is the cause of melancholy, and in the second part he discuss what is the cure of this melancholy, means how it will be just recovered or we can overcome on this. And in third part he discuss about how many types of melancholy and which melancholy are important, that is here given. Okay, so principal kinds of melancholy, that is here love and religious. In third part when we are talking, there are also uh, in 3 sections, means in third part means 3 sections of third part he discussed about love, and in the fourth section he discussed about religion, means religious melancholy. So here the option, that is the A and B, and A and B is the first option, you can see here. So here A and B, and we are clicking on this. Okay, and 7 next. Then next 54, that is which two of the following are autobiographical narratives, means which two of the following are autobiographical narratives. तो इसमें अगर देखा जाए तो हमारा कौन सा ऑप्शन होगा, दैट इज means prison and chocolate cake and the god of small things. Okay, means sorry, meatless days and prison and chocolate cake. So here B and C. Okay, B and C is the correct option. Is second is the correct option, meatless Days and Pigeon and Chocolate Cake. So we are clicking on this and moving next. Then, this is very important question, and again it is asked. Wuthering Heights means which two of the following correctly describe the feature of Wuthering Heights? Wuthering Heights, that is written by Emily Bronte. Emily Bronte wrote this novel, and it is a gothic novel also, and it is a tragedy also. And this novel is published under pseudonym of Alice Bell. If it is the question asked who is Alice Bell or what is the pseudonym of Emily Bronte, so the same question, Alice Bell, who is Emily Bronte, and what is the pseudonym of Emily Bronte, that is Alice Bell. So remember this, actually it is asked so many times in various examinations. So here it is based on mental and physical cruelty and challenge the ideas of religion, morality, class, and woman's place. So, what are the features of this novel? When you read this novel again and again, what is the story shift in flashbacks? Okay, means flashbacks and acute evocation of place. That is, so here A and D. Okay, the correct option is A and D. Means that is third option. So here that is flashback and time shift again and again. Actually, in this play also, one story is within, one tale is there. So here third option. One tale means one person, one character who tells the story. So again and again it is coming and going back and forth coming in this way. So 7 next. Then which two of the following novels? Which two of the following novels belong to the Victorian age in English literature? Means in this question they are asking, there are four novels and they are asking among these which two belongs to Victorian age. So here I am telling you first, that is Pandanus, and Pandanus that is written in 1845 to 50. It is about the history of Pandanus, his fortune and misfortune, his friend and his greatest enemy. That is written by William W.M. Thackeray. Okay, Thackeray has written this Pandanus. That is also the Victorian, and it was published with Vanity Fair. And then The Way of All Flesh, that is not the Victorian novel, it is written in 1873 and it is written by Samuel Butler and it was published in 1903. Okay, means written in 1873 but it was published in 1903, and it was the novel that is against Victorianism. Whatever the feature, whatever the characteristic, whatever the situations prevailing in that society, so it was The Way of All Flesh that is written against Victorianism. And then The Battle of the Books, that is written by Jonathan Swift in 1704 with A Tale of Tub. Okay, The Battle of the Books is written with A Tale of Tub in 1704. Then Barchester Towers. Barchester Tower is written in 1857, that is by Anthony Trollope. So here the correct option Pandanus and Barchester Towers, that is A and D, means fourth option. Okay, fourth option A and D. So here we are clicking on this fourth, that is 7 next. Okay, then there is next 57 question here, just before you. Which two of the following novels deal with the theme of apartheid? Actually, what is the apartheid means? Separation. When any person is treated or separated from the society, that is called apartheid. Okay. So here we are seeing that Julie's people and Cry the Beloved Country. Okay, July's people and Cry the Beloved Country, B and C. They are B and C, third option. Here you see. So we are clicking on it. 7 next. Now this is the most important question you should remember. What is the question here? 58. Question number, that which two names from R.M. Ballantyne's Coral Island, okay, it is about Coral Island, are repeated in William Golding's reworking of the same text as Lord of the Flies. When we read Lord of the Flies, we see sometimes the ideas and whatever the theme, it is taken from this, means Coral Island, R.M. Ballantyne's, that is written by. So here which two characters appear, means which two characters of Coral Island appear in this, in Lord of the Flies. So here the option Ralph Jack, okay, Ralph and Jack means A and C. And now I am telling about the Coral Island. Actually it is written by R.M. Ballantyne, who is a Scottish author, Scotland. And this is also one of the first work of juvenile fiction. Juvenile fiction means based on the boys story, and three boys means here in this novel, Ralph, Jack and Patrican Gay, means these three boys who just moved there on Coral Island, and at last they just destroyed there. But here whatever the beast that is outside they were facing, and in Lord of the Flies beast is inside the boys, that is a difference only. So here the option that is Rolf and Jack, okay. So A and C, A and C, that is second option, okay. We are moving to the A and C. Then next, the next, that is the 59 question. Which two of the following poems can be categorized as poems belonging to the neoclassical period of English literature? So here I am telling you neoclassical, that is very simple question. The Vanity of Human Wishes and Cato, means these two, means the Vanity of the Human Wishes and Cato, these two belong to the neoclassical period. Remember this. The Vanity of the Human Wishes is written by Samuel Johnson, and it is also the satire. Cato, that is a tragedy written by Joseph Addison, and Vanity of the Human Wishes written in 1748, and Cato, that is written in 1712. And then here Lamia, that is very famous, it is written by John Keats, okay. And the Ring and the Book, that is written by Browning. And both Keats and Browning, they belong to a romantic period. So here neoclassical, that is the Vanity of the Human Wishes and Cato. B and C, second option. 7 next, okay. This is also the most important question. And what is in Paradise Lost, Milton invokes his heavenly muse Urania at the beginning of which two books? And it is obvious known that book first, okay, book first is there, so A option must be there, and only one is the option in which A is there, A and D. So book first and book 7, that is simple, okay. In this way you can do it, very simple question. A and D here means first. Then 61 question, that is which three of the following poets figure in William Dunbar's Lament for the Makers? Means William Dunbar wrote Lament for the Makers. So in this work, which three writers were there? So just Geoffrey Chaucer, John Gower, and Robert Henryson, William Langland. So here in this option A, B and C, William Langland is not there, means that is A, B and C, okay. A, B and C, second. We are clicking on it, A, B, and C. Then you see example of poetic compounding are found in the work of which two modernist writers. So here first Graham Greene, James Joyce, Gerard Manley Hopkins, Stephen Spender. So here G.M. Hopkins are compulsory. Okay. So and James Joyce. Okay, B and C. So here B and C means third option. With James Joyce and G.M. Hopkins. So third we are clicking on it. 7 next. This is also the most important question you should remember. Which three of the following writers are associated with kitchen sink drama? Kitchen sink drama means it is the movement that was flourished in 1950 to 1960. And kitchen sink drama dealt with the theme of the social worker or the laborers or the persons who are doing work here and there, and the hero of these called angry young man. Okay, so here they are depicted a domestic situation of working class. First work, that is a task of honey, and John Osborne is also famous for kitchen sink drama. He wrote Look Back in Anger, that is very famous play, and Arnold Wesker also. Okay, and Shelgi Delaney. So here Arnold Wesker, Shelag Delaney, and John Osborne. John Eden is not kitchen sink related to kitchen sink drama. So here A, C and D. A, C and D, that is the fourth option. Okay. Here you see fourth option. So A, C and D. A, C and D, no? John Eden is no. Means and select Delaney very famous for A Taste of Honey. Okay. And Arnold Wesker written, I am talking about Jerusalem. Very famous kitchen sink drama. Then this is also very famous. Which two of the following plays were written by Thomas Heywood? One is means we know the play called the 4P, that is the correct option here. And one more means the play of the weather, because Gorbadak is tragedy, that is not written by him. The Spanish tragedy also not written by him. So it is very simple. 2 and 3 there means B and C, in which third option. Okay. So here that is the third option, B and C. So only if you concentrate on question, even you have not studied, but by making your concentration and logic, you can do. So now this is very important questions, that is 65. What is in the following list, which two actors belong to the Elizabethan period? So here I am telling you that in this question there Richard Burbage, okay, very famous actor of that age, and William Campe. Actually here it is only written Will Campe, but it is William Campe. They both are here very famous, means A and B, that is the third option. And further I am telling Richard Burbage, William Campe, Edward Allen, John Hemming, and Henry Condell, Joseph Taylor. They are the famous actor of that age. And further there are also who are not so much popular, but still you must know about them, like Robert Ermine, Christopher Beeston, John Lovin, William Rowley, and William Shakespeare also. Okay, so these are, and the famous, that is Richard Burbage, William Campe, Edward Allen, John Hemming, Henry Condell, and Joseph Taylor. They are the important. So here Richard Burbage and William Campe are the right. So means that is third option here. After clicking this, save and next. Now we are here. Question number 66. Okay. So question number 66, that is match the work with the author. So it is also very important here. If you know literature of their own, that is written by Elaine Solter, and you can see any option is there where C and D. Why adds loading? This is the problem again and again. So here a literature of their own, that is C second, that is third option. Okay, easily you can do it. Means we know a literature of their own, that is a C second, and bodies that matter, that is written by now you can match A for Judith Butler. Then a word of difference, B is written by third Barbara Johnson. A literature thereon, that is Ellen Schwelter, Vamps and Tramps, Camilla Paglia. Okay, so here that is the third option. You can go through. Now we are moving to the next again. This is also the simple question here. Match the work with the author. Homi Bhabha written the location of culture, if you know. I know Homi Bhabha has written the location of culture. Even I know Edward Said written culture and imperialism. Now you can see Homi Bhabha A second, that is the second option. And B first, Geoffrey Hartman, Saving the Text. C fourth, Edward Said culture and imperialism. D third, Julia Kristeva, Desire in Language. So here, which option? That is the second option. It is also very simple. So matching, they are not so tough. If you use your mind, if you catch one, usually you can do. Then again, 68 question here in front of you. Okay, so there match the periodicals with their writers contributions. Okay, contributors. The Rambler, that is very famous, written by Samuel Johnson. Okay, it is very famous, that is written by Samuel Johnson. And The Guardian, also very famous, that is written by Richard Steele. So now you can match A ka second, means that is third option, B ka third, Maclean's Magazine, David Mason, C Guardian fourth, Richard Steele, D Britain's Mesley, Charles Dickens. So it is here, that is the option third. Okay, so now you can match it in an easy manner. Again, it is came like, okay, here match the theorist with the text. So here, what is John Fiske, okay, and Michel de Certeau, Pierre Bourdieu. Pierre Bourdieu I know. Pierre Bourdieu is cultural theorist and written Distinction, that is very famous work. So here you can match C first only in first option. You can see C first means John Fiske written Reading the Popular, Michel de Certeau written The Practice of Everyday Life, and Pierre Bourdieu written Distinction, and Jean-Francois Lyotard written The Postmodern Condition. That is, here you can see the first option. If only one famous you know, you can do it. So first, now save and next. Again the same question, that is match the author. Okay, so here Rita Kothari, Prabal Das Gupta, Brajbi Kachru, and Baljinder K. Mahal. So in this way we are when seeing, so we know Brajbi Kachru written The Queen's English, that is very famous work, and Rita Kothari written Translating India. Now Eka third and Sika first. Eka 1 minute. Question number 70. Oh, see, 1 minute. Rita Kothari written, that is Translating India, and Prabal Das Gupta written The Otherness of English, and Brajbi Kachru written The Indianization of English, because the Queen's English that is came in later question, that is written by one more Kachru was there, not Brajbi Kachru. So Brijan ke Mahal, written by written the Queen's English is written by Baljinder Ke Mahal. So here that is the option second. Translating India, if you know, then you can do. But here also third option. So you have to know about Brajbi Kachru, the Indianization of English. Yes, but it is also the close question. Sika second here again. Bika first. Okay, this is the tough question. So here, second option. Now, this question you can do. Match the following technological advancement impacting learning and teaching of language with their corresponding years. HTML all know 1991 and Facebook all know 2004. So here you can say Eka fourth, that is last option. Streaming of video on the internet, Bika third. 1 minute. Eka third is third option. Eka third, that is third option. Eka third, Bika second. Streaming of video on the internet 2003. MySpace.com 1997 and Facebook that is 2004. So here third option. Okay. So by clicking on that, we are moving next. Again, matching. So here match the type of writing with their, but it is a simple question. Match the type of writing with their description. Exegesis, invective, hagiography. All know hagiography. Hagiography, life of saint. That is Sika first. And Sika first, only the first option here. Means now apology also you know. Apology means or defend or justification of one's action and belief. That is apology, na. So here you can see Eka second, details explanation of a passage, that is called exegesis. Invective, Bika fourth, a bitterly critical attack of something. See hagiography, that is writing about saints' lives, and apology, that is a defense or justification of one's action and belief. That is simple question here. And now we are clicking on one, okay, and moving next. Again, 73 question. In 73, what is Edgar Allan Poe, E.M. Forster, Catherine Mansfield, Salman Rushdie? And we know about that Catherine Mansfield written The Garden Party. That is a very famous. So now you can match. Sika third. Only one option is there. Third option. Eka first. Okay, Eka first. Now Edgar Allan Poe, The Fall of the House of Usher, E.M. Forster, Bika Ford, The Celestial Omnibus, Catherine Mansfield, The Garden Party, Salman Rushdie, The Prophet's Hair. Okay, so here that is the third option. That is the third option here you can see. Save next. Again, this is very important question and simple also. What is match the poet with the opening line of the poem? All know the word is too much with us, written by William Wordsworth. Okay, so now you can see there is any option D ka second. Yeah, that is first option. D ka second. Wordsworth second. So Shelley written Over Do Life for Time. That is also very famous ode. And Coleridge, When True Love Burns, Desire is Love's Pure Flame. And then Keats, I Cry Your Mercy, Pity, Love, I Love. And Wordsworth, the first option is here. Now you can see very simple questions are there. It is also very simple question. Match the character with the play. So here all know Nerissa in Merchant of Venice, and Gondrel also in King Lear. Okay. So here you see Nerissa C third and D first, C third. Only one option is there. That is second. Very simple question. Second option means Eka second, Donalbain, that is in Macbeth. B Claudio, that is in Measure for Measure. and Nerissa, that is in Merchant of Venice, and Gondel, that is in King Lear. So it is second option. Now moving 7 next. Okay, then 76. That is, here you see the following is a list of key critical terms. Which is the right chronological order of their formulation? So here I am telling you that is second option, the unconscious language, hearsay or paraphrase, that is difference. Okay, that is second option. 76 second. So we are just clicking on it. 7 next. Okay. Then 77 question, that is, what is the order of publication of the following books of Noam Chomsky? So you must know the work of Noam Chomsky here, and in which they are just published. So here the option is, that is third option, CBAD, means that is C is syntactic structure, and then aspect of the theory of syntax, and then problems of knowledge and freedom, and then the last, knowledge of language, that is third option. Again, what is the correct chronological order of the publication of the following? Okay, means here 78 question, that is uh, first German grammar Jacob Grimm. Okay, then comparative grammar of Sanskrit and Greek. So here we have to arrange this. So first work, that is published, an investigation into the origin of Old Norse and Icelandic language, Rasmus Rask. Then after that we published the work concerning the conjugation system of the Sanskrit language in comparison with those of the Greek, Latin, Persian and German language, Franz Bock. Then that is written German grammar, and after that that is written B, comparative grammar of Sanskrit. And so here third option. So we are just clicking on it, third option, and moving ahead. Okay, this is the very important question, 79. So here, what is the chronological order of the appearance of the following magazines? So they are in the chronological orders already. The Tatler, the Spectator, the Examiner, the Reflector, means A, B, C, D. So here the third option, A, B, C, D. Okay, so we are clicking on it and moving ahead. Now again, chronological order. There are so many chronological orders. But the most important thing, all the chronological orders, there is option 3. So which of the following arrangement of prose pamphlet in the right chronological order? Okay, that is option 3. First, you can also do this, Areopagitica. Okay, Areopagitica, that is written by John Milton. And after that, the shortest way with dissenters, a modest proposal, reflection on the revolution in France, that is the later published. Okay, so here you can see them. So it is also very simple question, nothing is so tough is there. Okay, so we are just clicking on third option and moving ahead. Again, chronological order. So here I am telling you, which of the following fictional character is in the right chronological order? So Uncle Toby, Man Friday, okay, 1 minute, Stephen Dedalus, and then Miss Havisham. So all, as I told you, all the work chronological, they are having third option. So here again, Man Friday, Uncle Toby, Miss Havisham, Stephen Dedalus. Okay, but if you want to know third option, we are clicking on it and 7 next. Again it is like, here you see, which are the following set of characters in Charles Dickens novel it in the right chronological order. Here don't do mistake. This is the question 82. So 1 minute. There also third option, Nathaniel Winkle, Mrs. Mann, David Copperfield, the Bounderby. Okay, they are in the correct chronological order. So remember it. Means first Nathaniel Winkle, and then second Mrs. Mann, and third, that is David Copperfield and Mr. Bounderby. Actually, Nathaniel Winkle is character in Pickwick Papers, Mrs. Mann in Oliver Twist, and David Copperfield and Mrs. Bounderby, that is in Hard Time. Okay, so here you just see means third option. And now I am going to back 1 minute, student. Just back. This is the option. Here I want to tell you these characters from which book. Here as Man Friday from Robinson Crusoe. The book writer Daniel Defoe. Uncle Toby from Rocinante, that is by Tristram Shandy. Miss Havisham, Great Expectation, that is written by Dickens. Stephen Dedalus, that is written by James Joyce. A Portrait of the Artistic Young Man, it is written with the Ulysses. One movie also there, Charles Dickens novel, that is Great Expectation. Aditya Roy Kapoor is in that movie, so you can see there Aditya Roy Kapoor, and I think Tabbu is there. Tabbu is playing the role of Miss Havisham, and Katrina Kaif is there, Estella. So 81 already I clicked. Then next, it is already clicked. Next. Okay, what is the question? That is 83. 83 question, that is, which arrangement of D.H. Lawrence novels is the correct chronological sequence? Okay, means they are asking about which is in the correct chronological sequence. Here the option number 2. Option number 2 means Sons and Lovers, that is very famous and first novel, and then the Rambo, the Kangaroo, the Plumed Serpent, means actually the famous Sons and Lovers, the Rambo, and then Woman in Love also he has written, and he has also written Lady Chatterley's Lover. Okay, and Kangaroo and Plumed Serpent is written later. Means after these 4 novels, Sons and Lovers, the Rambo, Woman in Love, and Lady Chatterley's Lover, he started writing stories, and after that he again restarted novels. Then he wrote Kangaroo and Plumed Serpent. So D.H. Lawrence was much criticized. Only there are E.M. Forster who admired him, and F.R. Lewis. So here the option is, that is second, Sons and Lovers, the Rambo, Kangaroo, the Plumed Serpent. After clicking it, okay. This is also simple. Which are the following the correct chronological order of publication of the following poems? Everybody knows Paradise Lost is just published first. Then Dansia, Alastair, and Lamia. Okay, so here that is the fourth option. Paradise Lost, that is written by John Milton, and Dunciad, that is written by Pope. So these are the imposter. Alastair, that is written by Shelley, and Lamia, that is written by Keats. It is also very famous. Chronological order are mostly asked. 85. Which of the following plays by T.S. Eliot is the correct chronological order of publication? So here all know Murder in the Cathedral is the first, and the Confidential Clerk, that is the last. So it is the first option, Murder in the Cathedral, and then after that the Family Reunion, and then after that the Cocktail Party, and then after that the Confidential Clerk. Okay, so these are the novels of here first option. So we are clicking on it and save and next. Question number 86 means there are two statements. One is assertion and the second is reason. So assertion is only actual research develop research skills. Okay, 86 only actual research develop research skills. The reason is information is discrete, whereas knowledge consists of a network of connection. Actually, both the options are right, but the second, that is reason, is not the correct explanation. So here the second option, both A and R are true, but R is not the correct explanation of A. That is the second. So here, after clicking on it, second 7 next. Again you see 87 means again two statements, one is assertion and the second is reason. Assertion: the primary component in novelistic forms is a plot that evolves coherently from its beginning to an end in which all complications are resolved. That is correct, that is true. And then the novel is constituted by a multiplicity of divergent and contending social voices that achieve their full significance only in the process of their dialogue interaction both with each other and with the voice of the narrator. Both are true, but R is not correct explanation of A. That is also here the second option. Okay, here also that is the second option. So again, this is 88 means question. Assertion and reason are there. Cultural study is simply the study of culture as a discrete entity diverse from its social and political context. No, it is not true. Why it is not true? Because culture is within the society. Okay, we cannot say culture is outside of the society. Here is saying discrete entity divorced from its social and political context. No, so it is incorrect. And then cultural studies aim to understand culture in all its complex form and to analyze the social and political context within which it manifests itself. It is also, this is right. Means both are opposite, you can say. Cultural studies aim to understand culture in all its complex forms and to analyze the social and political context within which it manifests. That is right. So here A is false, but R is true. That is correct option. This is simple question. Okay, fourth. So moving that next 89. So here again assertion and reason. Dialects are the broad range of social as well as regional varieties. Okay, so but the reason is a dialect describes variation not only at the phonological level but also at the level of lexis and syntax. Actually, both the lines are correct. Okay, means assertion also correct and this also, but it is not true explanation. So here again, that is the second option. Mostly in these cases, second option is correct. Remember this. Then again 90. Given below are two statements, assertion A and reason R. Assertion: many modern British writers infuse their work with an extreme sense of uncertainty, disillusionment, and despair. The Westland ends in a flurry of random allusions. Okay, both are true, but R is not the correct explanation here again. Both A and R are true. So, just now saving. Now, the passage is here. You can see. His home is so sad. It stays as it was left, shaped to the comfort of the last to go, as if it to win them back. Instead, bereft of anyone to please, it withers so, having no heart to put aside the theft and turn again to what it started as a joyous shot at how things ought to be, long fallen wide. You can see how it was. Look at the pictures and the cutlery, the music in the piano stool, that vase. So why is the home sad? So here because it has wetted in vain. That is you can see here. Home is so sad it stays as it was left. It stays as it was left. That's why here because it has wetted in vain. So this is the correct option. Okay, means the first. Then again the same paragraph here you can see the question: why has the home withered? Because it has no longer the reason to be what it was. Because it was made to live in, but it was not used. So that's why that is the second option. Because it has no longer the reason to be what it was. So here the second. After clicking it, again the same paragraph. So you see what is they are asking. Why there is a thief in the poem. Who is that thief? The tenants who leaves. Okay, the tenants who leaves. That is the thief. You can see here. Means where home is society test as was said to the it was when having no heart put aside and turn again to what is started joyous short at a long point wide. You can see how to look at the picture and the cutlery. Home is so sad. It is said that it was left shaped to the comfort of the last to go, as if to win to them back. Is it bereft of anyone to please it withers so, having no heart to put aside the theft. Okay, yeah, tenants. Here, tenants means having no heart to put aside the theft and turn again to what is started as a joyous shot at how things ought to be long fallen wide. You can see how it was. Look at the pictures and cutlery. The music in the piano is took that ways. The tenants, okay. So here, that is the correct option third. So again, 94 question. That is, what is the question? How was the home before it becomes sad? It was as it should be. Means before that, it was as it should be. But now the things are changed. Okay, the next paragraph. Lying is an accursed vice. It is only our words which bind us together and make us human. And if we realize the horror and weight of lying, we would see that it is more worthy of the stake than other crimes. I find that people normally waste time quite in appropriately punishing children for innocent misdemeanors, fomenting them for thoughtless actions which lead nowhere and leave no trace. It seems to me that only faults which we should vigorously attack as soon as they arise and start to develop are lying and a little below that stubbornness. Those faults grow up with the children. Once let the tongue acquire the habit of lying, and it is astonishing how impossible it is to make it give it up. That is why some otherwise decent men are objects given to it. One of my tailors is a good enough fellow, but I have never heard him one speak the truth, not even when it would help him if he did so. Means here, that is now question number. How does lying affect human relationship? If you lie, then it is automatically it reduces the affinity among people. Okay, affinity sorry, जो भी लव एंड जो भी हमारे बीच एक रिलेशन होता है इसको कम कर देता है ये. देन सेकंड ऑप्शन. ओके, 7 next question, that is you can see according to the author, thoughtless action mean nothing and are soon forgotten. Means mean nothing. Thoughtless action means don't think about that, they are thoughtless, so mean nothing and so are soon forgotten. That is third option. 7 next. Then lying is a fault that should be punished only when it begins to turn into habit. Okay, means if suppose that anybody is lying and it formulate as a habit, then you should punish. So here the fourth option, that is. So we are just clicking when it begins. Save next. Then it is suggested in the passage that the tailor does never speak the truth because he cannot keep the word he gives. That is, means because he cannot keep the word he gives. First. 7 next. This is again the conversation. Means read the following passage from Antigone. Antigone से ये लिया गया passage and answer questions. Creon spoke, and yet what bold enough to break the law? Antigone is saying, yea, for these laws were not ordained by Zeus, and she who sits enthroned with gods below. Justice enacted not these human laws, nor did I deem that though a mortal man couldst by a breath annual and override the immutable unwritten laws of heaven. So the three kind of law implicit in Artigon's response are, you can see here, that is of man, of heaven, of Jew, of gods, of justice, of man. Here he is saying about God, means with God below. Then he is telling about justice enacted not these human laws. Then he is just man. Okay, so here third option, of God, of justice, of man. Third option is here. Next. Then again the question, what is the age described in this in the above passage best described as the age of, that is contraries. Okay, that is the contraries, the correct option. 7 next. Now I am saying just I have attended from 51. Okay, from 51, because 50 questions I have done in the previous video, you can watch there, and because the video is so lengthy, that's why I covered in 2 parts, and you can go through that also. That video I will give here in description box. you can watch. And here 51 to 100 I have just attempted, and now I'm going to submit this. Okay, submit, and yes, and now view result. You can see here, oh, total attempted 50, incorrect 2. Which 2? I think wrongly I have just 1 minute, but here they are not showing options. 10, no, 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 100, 100, 100, 100. Here you see 71, that is wrong. Here option 1 is correct, you can see it. Okay, question number 71, according to him 1 is correct. You can see in video by making it pause. And question number 52 also wrong, means I have just selected second, and here the option is first. So these two are incorrect. You can watch in video. Means there are, means 71 first option is correct, and 52, that is also first option is correct. Now I am stopping it.